But we played a very good UT Martin football team tonight. Obviously, the first half was the difference in the game. Very physical offensive and defensive line. That was something that we had talked about all week, or that I had mentioned all week when people would ask me about Martin. They're a very physical team. They're a very old team, mature team. They have a lot of older guys playing on both sides of the ball. Last week they ran for 243 yards up at Eastern Kentucky, so we knew we'd have our hands full there. They're a very physical team. Their defensive front, a very old, mature group up front. They got after us up front. They got after our offensive line. We really struggled, obviously, being able to run the football. We struggled being able to protect. I think Bailey spent most of the night having to run around. So really, to me, the game was one up front. There were not any turnovers in the game. Very good football team. We played a good football team tonight. Certainly was not our best effort, not the effort and energy that Tennessee Tech has been playing with the last 3 weeks. I do think the road stretch is taking a little toll on us. We don't use that as an excuse. I never mentioned it all week, but I can see tonight our guys tried to find some energy in the tank, and it just wasn't there. The open date is coming at a very good time. We're banged up right now, a little sore, banged up. It's coming at a perfect time. The fact that we're out of school on Monday and Tuesday, don't have classes. We will regroup. We will take ownership as coaches and players for what happened out here tonight. Just like I told the guys in the locker room, the important thing for everybody to understand, coaches and players, this is one game. Whether it's double overtime, a 1-point loss, or like the score was tonight, it just goes down as one loss. We have won 4 games. We have lost 3. We have 5 football games remaining, 3 of those at home. All of them are OVC games. So we still have a lot of things that we can accomplish this year. We talked about going from being an approved football team to a good football team and see if we can even have a great season, okay? We still have the potential to do all those things depending on how we respond here during the open day. First thing I want our coaches and players to do is get mentally refreshed. And then I want to make sure that our football team physically gets refreshed, that we take a good hard look at the first 7 weeks of the season. Coaches are going to spend a lot of time self-scouting on Monday, looking at everything that we're doing to make sure that we're giving our guys the best opportunity, anything that teams have done to us in recent weeks, because once teams start watching film on you and getting film on you, making sure that we're giving our guys opportunity. I want our guys to come back, respond well. We'll have practice Wednesday and Thursday, and then we'll go from there. I'm still very proud of this football team. You don't let one game or one disappointment, just like last week. I couldn't have been any more proud of our team if we'd have won the game than how it turned out. I'm still proud of our football team. They're fighting hard. They'll respond from this, and we're not going to let just one bad night define our entire 2019 season.
Questions?
Coach, we've talked a lot about big plays, not letting other teams get big plays. Well, after the halftime, 3 big plays. We'll just talk about that a little bit.
Well, it was before halftime too. We do. They we had them punted down inside the. I think we punted them to the 6-yard line. We made a decision to quick kick. Bailey quick kick, had the ball on the 6-yard line. They busted off a long run. We ended up holding them to a field goal. But it was things we've not been doing. We've not been giving up some long runs and throws. Dow 15, their receiver, he's been there forever. He's a heck of a player. He made some big catches. They had a couple long runs, more explosive plays than we've been giving up defensively this year. And we didn't have any on offense. We didn't have any explosive plays. We've made a lot of explosive plays offensively this year. So, you really look at any game. You look at turnovers, they were kind of a wash. Then you look at explosive plays, those that really flipped the field. Really we still would have felt more in the football game if we could have been a 17 nothing or 17-3 or 17-7 going into halftime, and that one kind of broke our back there. But a lot of that was stuff we worked on all week. Their backs are very quick. They really bounced the ball a lot. That's how they made long runs against Eastern Kentucky. We worked hard on leveraging all week, and what I mean by that, when the ball is not, they don't have a hole inside, they'll bounce it to the perimeter, and we had our outside linebacker got his eyes caught, inside a little bit and got outflanked, and, he bounced the ball outside and got it down the sideline. Something we worked on all week, knew that they would do. We just didn't execute very well tonight.
Bailey, what's your kind of take on the offense out there tonight? What were you seeing from UT Martin? What was going on?
At the end of the day, I just feel like we didn't execute well enough. Coach Lamb had a great plan. We knew what they were going to do defensively. It's weird stuff, but we knew what they were going to do. We knew what coverages they were going to be in. So I mean, I feel like it was a good plan. We just at the end of the day didn't execute. And like Coach A said, I feel like it came down to we didn't come with the right energy that we need to open the game, and then we kind of let that carry over and keep carrying over and keep carrying over, and we just never really brought that energy that we've been bringing, which is kind of disappointing because we've been doing that away on these away games and stuff. Then we come home and we wanted to do it for our fans, but we just couldn't do it tonight.
Day, I almost hate to bring it up, but that one drop pass on where you were streaked down the sideline, what was going on there? And do you feel like that could have maybe changed the game if you'd made that catch? Or?
It definitely could have changed the game. It could have shifted momentum in a lot bigger way because I felt like there was nobody around me, and I just didn't look the ball in, and I'm gonna fix that. And I know I'm capable of making that play, and so I'm just gonna fix that and correct it.
We know later in the game you started to pick things up in the run game a little bit. What changed?
Nothing changed. I was just staying patient, responding well, trusting my O-line to open up holes and just stay focused and stick to the game plan.
Chris, talk about the defensive effort tonight. That's a really talented UT Martin team on offense. What was the game plan for you guys?
Basically, Coach Sam just said he just basically wanted us to make sure we fitted well on run, and obviously he did the quarterback on pass. And I felt like we did that initially at first, and then there was like a point in the game where we just weren't bringing that. We didn't bring the energy on the defensive line as well, and I felt like it was basically very important for us to make sure we got leverage. Like Coach Ed told us to make sure to not get leverage plays out, and with that one slip for ended up being a touchdown. But we just need to basically move forward to the next game and just handle that and just move forward. And
one of the strengths for UT Martins on both sides of the ball was up front. How tough was it to go against that line?
That was a really good. That's a good offensive line. They definitely got something there. Their run was good, and their pass, I felt like we were getting back there, but the quarterback was able to obviously get out the pocket when needed to and move around it and work with them as well. So I feel like they were able to get out of any situation that we were bringing forth of them or most of them.
Thank you, guys.